Hey folks, Redneck Vaper here. Got a review for you. I know it's been a little while, but I've been testing some stuff out, giving it a shot. And one of the things that I've given 3-4 weeks to is the Aspire Cleito. Let's take a real quick zoom diggity look at this thing. All right, let's go. So here's a look at what comes in the box real quick. So you get your tank, get a vape band that says Aspire, you get an extra coil head, you get these little things they're calling cuffs, you get one of each color in 4 different colors, an extra glass section, and instructions on how to fill and change the coil and stuff. There we go, quick zoom diggity mode. Now that we've taken a quick look at what comes in the package in there, as you can see, I don't have any juice in mine right now, and I'll tell you why. I don't like this damn thing. I don't like it one bit. I mean, sure, it's got top fill, all that good stuff that everybody looks for. It's got Clapton coils, a 0.4 and a 0.2 that's provided with it, and I must stress these are Clapton coils. And one thing I'm not real big on, I'm not real big on Claptons unless they're built right. And the thing that I notice about Claptons is they've got a slow ramp up time. So I noticed I was having to crank this thing up to get like an instant vape. But on top of that, what I really don't like about it is I've run through 3 coils on this thing, and what took me so long to get to this review was the fact that I went through both of the first coils that came with it within 5 days. Both coils gone, trashed, terrible. And the reason being that I just couldn't handle it is I was getting this weird ass bitter taste. The first coil, I dropped it in there. I used the juice that I use every day, popped it in there, used it for about a day and a half until that bitter taste just wouldn't go away. I just couldn't stand it no more. I said, well, maybe I got a bad coil. So I popped that one out of there and I put the 0.2 in there. I used the 0.4 first and I put the 0.2 in there. Put the 0.2 in there, started hitting on it, and I was like, hey, that's pretty good right here. Yeah, for about a day. Then the next day, that bitter taste, that same bitter taste that I was getting from the first coil came back. Anywho, the bitter taste came back. And I used that for about 2.5, 3 days. I tried my best to vape that, and I just couldn't do it. And I used 2 different juices. I used one juice in the first coil head, and I used a different juice in the second one. Both juices that I really enjoy using, that I use all the time. I know exactly what they taste like, and I kept getting this bitter taste. So I got to asking around, see if anybody else has had the same experience I'd had. Nobody else was having this same experience. So I thought, well, maybe it's just me. I'm going to give this tank a chance, and I'm going to wait until I can get some replacement coil heads for it. So I did. I put the tank down, I didn't use it, and I waited to get some replacement coil heads in. Once them coil heads came in, I popped another one in there. I put a different juice in on top of that one. Used it for about a day, fine and dandy. The next day, I went to hitting on that sucker and that bitter taste came back. Here come a bitter taste. So I just want to throw this out there to see if anybody else has had the same experience that I've had, because I'm just not happy with this tank whatsoever. I mean, if I want to point out other things I don't like about it, this drip tip thing. If you want to put your own drip tip on there, sure, it might fit, but it's going to look stupid with that O-ring on there. That, and to me, this thing is not an easy tank to use on the go. Yes, it's easy to fill up, but if you run into a situation where you're out in your car, out somewhere, and you need to change the coil head, you might as well find you a sink, because you're going to make a big ass mess with this thing, changing the coil head out. So me, I like top fill, but I like top fill with the convenience of pulling the bottom off, changing the coil head, putting it back in. It's just me. It's all subjective. And that's what I want to say about this tank. Just because I didn't like this tank doesn't mean you won't like this tank. Because I feel that these tanks, there's so many sub-ohm tanks coming out here, and everybody's got their opinion on which one's the best. And if you look in any groups like on Facebook or any social media, everybody's opinions are different. But this one is mine on the Cleito. My opinion on the Cleito is the damn thing fucking sucks. Taste is subjective with tanks just like it is with juices. There's my damn review. I don't like this tank. If you do, I'm happy for you. Vape what you like to vape. I just wanted to throw this out there that there's a possibility that you could have the same experience as I do. So, anywho, that's all I got for today, folks. Like always, this is Redneck Vaper. Y'all keep on vaping. I'll see you next time.